Brandon with goHUNT, here to go over waypoints on our desktop mapping application. Some of the options you have when creating them, some of the use cases that I use and some of the people in the office use when making waypoints. It's super simple on the application. When you're just on the desktop, you just find a location. Say you're looking, you're doing research for an elk hunt, archery elk hunt. You find what looks like a wallow or a water source, maybe a good camping location. Maybe you've been in the area, you did some scouting, and you're gonna put a waypoint where you saw some elk. Super simple. I'm just gonna zoom in to some areas, find what looks like might be some some water or a wallow or anything like that. And once you find the location you want to mark, simply go up to the little waypoint icon in the top left part of the screen. You're going to click it. It's going to give you some a crosshairs feature. You simply drop a waypoint where you want to on the screen. From there, it's going to give you a menu on the left hand side. It's going to give you a bunch of information. So it's going to automatically name it just a waypoint, date and time that you created it. From there, you can just, maybe this is a water source, or so I'm gonna go on and type just water. If it was a wallow, you could go in and just make it say whatever you wanna say. From there, it's going to give you a little bit of details: the date it's created, the date it's updated. It's going to give you a lat long, elevation of that waypoint. It's going to give you the option to add it to a collection. So a collection is a folder, a way to organize within our mapping application. You can add it right here if you wanted to add it to a collection. From there, it's going to give you a type. So I labeled this one wallow to help me identify it a little bit better on my map visually. I can select from the list of type of waypoint. So right there is wallow. It's going to show you that distinct type. If it was like where I left the truck, if it was where I left my boots, if I'm going on a stalk, maybe I saw bedding area there, ATV access. There's a whole list of waypoints that you can select. If it was a glassing knob, I could put the little binocular icon on it. For right now, I'm going to leave it wallow. From there, you've got a selection of colors. A lot of times I use the colors to label various hunts. So an archery hunt, I may have orange. A rifle hunt, I may have blue or red. Sometimes I use colors to distinguish different things. So I use the tent or a camp icon. Anytime I can identify like an outfitter camp or possibly competition in that area, I'll mark that with a waypoint. It's typically red and has a camp. So that way I know when I open up a collection for a first rifle elk in Colorado, any of the outfitter camps I've got marked that I can identify with a red camping icon. That way you can kind of distinguish what pressure will be like just visually on the map. And so this one, I'm just going to do wallow. I'm going to do green. From there, if you had an actual photo of the wallow, you could drop it into this waypoint and store it with photos. From there, you could add notes. If you had any notes from in the field or while you were doing research online, doing your e-scouting, you can add notes into that waypoint there. That way you can reference it time and time again. You could even add more notes as you go in the field, bring back. Maybe you dropped a waypoint and you thought it was a good wallow, ends up being dry when you go in there the end of September. So those are the types of notes that you can put into there. From there, you simply save the waypoint. It's going to come up and tell you that you saved it, and then you can X out from right there, and you'll notice that it's stored right there. If you want to reference it, it's just underneath the saved list right there. It's that first one right there that's turned on as a wallow. From there, you can turn it on, off. You can click on it. View details, it's going to pull it up on the left, and like I say, you can edit that and make any changes that you want to. So like I say, waypoints are super simple. It's probably the most used function that we've got on the mapping platform. It's a real key way to be able to plan, prepare, put all your e-scouting onto the map and be able to make notes and reference those notes. So if you have any comments or questions about waypoints, drop them in the comment section below. If you got a favorite waypoint, or if you've got a bunch of waypoint icons that you use that we don't have, drop some suggestions down below as well. We'd love to get the feedback on it. So thanks for watching.